Welcome back, everybody. In this video, we're going to be looking at how to accompany yourself on a foot pedal or foot rattle. I've got a hi-hat here, but you don't have to use a hi-hat like this. You could use a just ankle bells or ankle pods, or maybe a bass drum pedal or foot pedal that's triggering a tambourine, for example. There's lots of different options. So I'm going to say hi-hat in this video, but just know that you could use anything. The idea is that you're using your foot in addition to playing a drum. So for this, I'm using a cajon, as you can see down here. But you can use any drum for this. So one-handed drum, two-handed drum. The idea is we're going to be playing a drum rhythm and then playing the foot instrument, whatever that is, two different ways, in two different rhythms. So first, and the reason, I'll tell you why you would want to practice this in a little bit, but let's just go over the two ways we're going to do it. And these are basic. They're not necessarily easy, but they're simple, and that's good. We like that in music. So the first way is going to be 1 and 3 on beats 1 and 3. So if we're counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. These are half notes. 1, 2, because they each get 2 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then play anything you want. When you start out, you're going to want to play something simple, right? 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So play something grounding at first. Simple, right? And then you can add syncopation. All right. So the second way, guess what? Instead of 1 and 3, we're going to do 2 and 4. 2 and 4, right? So now we're kind of on the backbeat, and this is going to feel more like an upbeat, all right? More like what a jazz drummer would do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, right? So it's the off beats or the up, not really upbeat, but the 2 and 4, the backbeat. All right, so what does that sound like? It sounds like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. You get the idea. Now, from there, well, okay, so first of all, before we add on to that, let me say that the way I'd recommend that you practice these is with a metronome or a drum machine or some steady beat, and then play something simple and focus on quality of sound, quality of execution, of playing for 3 minutes, around 3 minutes. And the reason for that is that when we go do gigs as percussionists, so we're playing with people, we're jamming, most of the stuff that we do, and I'm speaking as a professional musician right now, most of the stuff that I do as a percussionist is simple, repetitive beats and patterns. Why? Because we're playing for songs and we're playing with, several other people. And if we play in a way that's busy, it's just the music's gonna be too jumbled, too much going on. And especially if you're playing with a singer, the focus is the song. So you need to step back, be a solid rhythm section player. And that is gonna help you, I think, if you wanna work as a musician and you wanna be invited to go play, that little piece of advice and the discipline of playing something simple and repetitive for a while without doing fills and changing and trying to be fancy. Just try to work on the discipline of that, right? So we're not always adding, right? It's just do something well, do something simple, and do it well. And do it for a while, all right? So you've got 1 and 3, and then you've got 2 and 4. Now, let me give you a little bit of extra stuff to practice. I just said keep it simple, and I mean all that. So do that. And if you want to take it up a level, then what you could try, if your setup lends itself. Now, in this case, I've got the little tambourine thing on here, the jingle attachment. I've got the hi-hat. Let me show you the overhead here. So I can play these things with my hand, with my left hand, which is usually playing the offbeats. So if I play a pattern over here, that's right, left, right? This is all alternating. Right? Does that make sense? I'm just alternating my hands. 16th notes, 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1. Right? So I've got this little motor going. I could still do my foot, and I could reach over and play. All right. Okay, getting ahead of myself. But that's where you can experiment and have fun and just kind of push yourself. Try to go back and forth that way. All right? But don't play like that on a gig right out of the box. Just do something simple, repetitive, and work on your timing. The idea with this is that we're working on independence, right? Keeping your foot doing one thing, hands are doing something else, all right? And then who knows, if you want, maybe you add a bass drum on the other foot. Now you're doing more like a drum set kind of thing. But to get started, just, you know, a simple pedal. 1 and 3 is probably going to be easier than 2 and 4. So I would start with that. Not in all cases. You might feel more comfortable doing 2 and 4. I don't know. You'll have to try it and find out. And if you really want to simplify it, like back it way down, there's 2 things you could do that might make it even easier. If 1 and 3 and 2 and 4 are feel a little overwhelming. One is just do every beat, right? And maybe go slower. And just do every single beat, right? So that you're not guessing, you know, you're just playing them all. Okay, so you could try that. And you could do just the first beat of every bar. So. All right, so both of those to me feel a little bit easier, but you have to experiment and figure out what feels best for you, because you're the one that's doing it, right? I can just show you what I do, but you're going to figure out the best way for you to do it. And practice all that stuff. Remember, practice with a metronome. Start off easy. Keep it simple. Practice for a while. Simple. Then experiment. Have some fun. Try some new things. All right, I hope this is helpful. Thanks for being a patron. And if you have any questions for me, message me. If you'd like, you can always leave your comments and tips down below this video. All right, see you soon.